Quitting is not an option. You got to be willing to go the distance. As on the first day of the week, very early in the morning, the women took the spices they had prepared and went to the tomb. I want to just lift up the fact the women took spices that they had prepared. See, sometimes we don't give consideration to things we need to give consideration to, because this is not the first time it talks about prepared spices. Go back to chapter 23 again. Verse 56 says, then they went home and prepared spices and perfumes, but they rested on the Sabbath in obedience to the commandments. See, these women did not get pre-packaged spices from the Kroger of that day. They didn't go to the Publix of the neighborhood and get some prefabricated spices. See, let me tell you, that's the difference between Stouffer's lasagna. Let me talk to the real folk over here. And Big Mama lasagna, where she poured them noodles out and put that ricotta cheese in there. She put a little love in there. See, Stouffer's might be okay just depending on how long it's been in your freezer. But these women right here, they prepared their spices. They put some careful thought into what they were doing. They didn't do something by happenstance. And saints, what they remind us of is that when we've been counted out, we need to make some preparations. Let me tell you something. Some of us are waiting on something to happen and thinking that it's going to be all right then. No, you better prepare yourself right now. And one of the best ways, I believe, saints, that we can prepare ourselves is to see yourself in your not yet and govern yourself accordingly. Yeah, if you need to graduate, stop waiting on graduation day. Every day you get up, walk across the floor and grab a degree that you can't see. Put it in your hand. Smile in the mirror. Take a picture of yourself with your cell phone, because you're making preparation. Stop waiting until something happens. Act like it is, even though it's not, knowing that in God's time and it shall be. But you can't wait to get there. You've got to prepare yourself physically, prepare yourself emotionally, prepare yourself spiritually right now. Somebody say right now. And sometimes the best place of preparation is while you're in the tomb. Let me tell you what the tomb is. The tomb is the place where people have left us and said it was over for us. Anybody know about the tomb in your life? Folks said because you ran out of money, wasn't no hope for them. Folks said because maybe you had been arrested and had a little criminal record, ain't no hope for them. Some folks said it because the relationship blew up. Ain't no hope for them. Some said because you flunked the test and the exam, there wasn't no hope for you. Somebody said that because your team lost the championship, ain't no hope for you. Somebody said because of your mess ups, ain't no hope for you. But let me tell you something. There's somebody in here, just because you messed up the macaroni and cheese last year, don't let them tell you you can't cook. You just keep preparing yourself and waiting on the next opportunity. Because let me tell you something, we learned it even as children. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again, and don't let nobody tell you what your best is. You keep trying, you keep on stepping out there, you keep on showing up, because let me tell you something, the more times you show up, the more times you'll prepare yourself to be set up for a blessing. How many folk know what I'm talking about in this church? Some folks said you never get the job, all you did was kept preparing yourself. Some people said the door would never open, all you did was prepare yourself. Some folks said you never go nowhere, all you kept doing is preparing yourself. And in God's time, the Bible says, let us not be weary in well-doing, for in due season, somebody say due season is coming, but you gotta prepare yourself. Shake somebody by their church hand and tell them, don't stop the preparation. Don't stop the preparation. Don't stop. See, even for my young people, I was watching Spider-Man, Spider-Verse. And y'all remember Miles? Thank God for a little black Spider-Man. Y'all better say something in church. Miles had his new Spidey powers, but he didn't know how to use them. He had messed up some stuff. And so Peter Parker has to prepare Miles on how to properly use his Spidey powers. And let me tell you something. You thought what was going on was to destroy you. God ain't trying to destroy you. God is trying to prepare you. And sometimes the only way you can get prepared is for the fire to get a little hot. Sometimes the only way you can get prepared is for things to get a little heavy on you. But here's what I've learned. When the fire gets hot, look for the fourth man in the fire. When the weight gets heavy, he'll slide under and bear your weight for you, because he's just that kind of God. Is there anybody who can tell me the truth? You've ever seen God take your mess, but your mess prepared you for your miracle. The hard stuff prepared you to step out there. You didn't want to start the business, but you had to have 12 failures to let you know that you can do it. You can start.